So it looks like Evolution Studios has closed, man. And it honestly came to me with a bit of surprise because I felt like this game, you know, it still had more potential to be even bigger than it already was. Looks like Sony closed the studio on Tuesday, and I didn't get to find out about this till Wednesday, I believe, and I wanted to bring a video regarding this ever since then, but I just couldn't find the time to actually sit down and make a video. But this is basically me just giving my thoughts on the whole situation and how I feel about this decision that Sony has made. And so for one, as a fan, I am really devastated. Like, this is honestly my favorite game to play on current gen. I honestly cannot recount like the countless hours that I've spent playing this game, like sometimes even spending, you know, going to like 4 or 5 a.m. just trying to beat my record. Just, I don't know, that's how much fun and how much replayability this game had. And so to see a developer, I love this developer because there hasn't been a game this current gen that I've played as much as I have DriveClub. So as a fan, I am honestly devastated, and I honestly don't understand why this happened. But from Sony's point of view, I can understand, you know, why they closed it. But at the same time, I'm just kind of asking myself, you know, why they did this. So this to me seems like it dated way back since the launch of DriveClub. And you guys know how that whole fiasco went with the whole DriveClub release. You know, for 2 months, you know, the whole online infrastructure was just messed up, and you know, it wasn't a pretty day. It wasn't a pretty time to be a DriveClub fan or just have the game in general. But you know, 2 months after that, you know, even from then till now, you know, I feel like DriveClub and the Evolution Studios as developers, they did redeem themselves, and sort of, I feel like they did redeem themselves because, you know, they basically went out of their way to sometimes, you know, give free content and, you know, stay active within the community and all that stuff. And in my eyes, I felt like they redeemed themselves to the fans. But on the other side, I feel like they didn't redeem themselves in front of Sony's eyes. And so I feel that's why they got the boot, you know, like why they closed their studio. And so I feel, you know, this is more, it honestly is, you know, when regarding, you know, about these studios and whatnot with Sony and big corporations like this, it's all about the money, man. And, you know, I feel like they felt like these developers weren't, how do you say? You know, I feel like Sony did give, you know, Evolution Studios, you know, chance after chance, you know, and to an extent, you know, they, like I said, Evolution Studios, they redeemed themselves, but to Sony that wasn't enough, man. I feel like, you know, I feel like they were losing money with having them on board, and so that's why they decided to close the studio. And honestly, that devastates me because, like, if looking way back, you know, their 10-year-old legacy that they're leaving behind. You know, they had games like WRC and Motorstorm back on the PS3, which Motorstorm, man, which was one of the launch games back for the PS3, is one of the things that convinced me to get a PS3. And so I remember going into Walmart and playing that game. You know, they had a demo back, you know, when there was demos in retail stores and whatnot. But I'm honestly gonna miss them, and I'm gonna miss, you know, the whole community. You know, the community is gonna be there, but just, you know, them as developers, they just seem to engage with the community a lot, and I really appreciate that from them. And so if anybody from Evolution Studios, you know, is watching, I just want to say thank you guys for making this game. You guys made a hell of a game here in DriveClub. I honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys for this game. As you guys can tell by my channel, this is most of the content that I put out is regarding DriveClub. And so with that being said, I want to wish you guys a farewell and wish you guys success in all your future, you know, anything that you guys do. I want to wish you guys success in anything. And so yeah, with that being said, it's not all bad, you know, there's still light at the end of the tunnel per se. If you guys head over to Twitter, one of the developers for Evolution Studios is named Phenom Venom. That's a Twitter handle on Twitter. He posted his sort of like a farewell statement, and I'm going to put it up here on the screen for you guys to see. I'm not going to read out the whole thing. So that second part, it reads like this. DriveClub will live on under the core of the awesome team at PlayStation, and we hope it will continue to thrive in their safe hands, and will, I can't even read today, guys, and with continued support from all of you, the players, our community. And so for me, what that leads me to believe is that, you know, even though they're closing down the studio, the IP, you know, the game itself, DriveClub, it's gonna continue under PlayStation. So those of you guys wondering, you know, well, what happened, you know, I thought they were working on VR and stuff, all that good stuff, you know, more continued support for the game. I feel like that stuff is still gonna continue, it's just not going to be worked by Evolution Studios, since, you know, they are basically closed. What I feel is going to happen is they're going to give this game over to another developer and let them develop for the game. And so those of you guys worried, you know, about, like, you know, the future of VR, if there's still going to be DriveClub VR, I feel I can, with a certainty, I can say yes, there's still going to be DriveClub VR. Because I myself was worried about this, you know, like, what's going to happen? Is there going to be a DriveClub 2? Like, is there going to be more season pass? Because honestly, that's what I was expecting. I was expecting another season pass for the game. But like I said, you know, it's not all bad. It really does suck that, you know, this amazing studio is going to close. You know, the game, this beautiful ass game that they delivered, it's kind of hard to, you know, to swallow that, you know, they're not going to be able to keep on working on this game. But at the same time, I'm kind of glad that, you know, DriveClub is not closing. And so yeah, guys, I just wanted to give you guys my thoughts on this and let you guys know what's been going on with DriveClub, because I know many of you guys probably haven't heard, or probably you guys did. You know, Black Panther made a video about this. I haven't watched it actually because I've actually, you know, been trying to get this video out. But like I said, you know, this is sad, you know, but also I did want to say one thing that does concern me about this, you know, them switching it over, giving it over to another developer, is that this could go either way. You know, there's a 50-50 chance, you know, that this game, if handed over to the right studio, they'll improve upon this game and make it one of the best racing games ever. Or on the other hand, they could give it to some crappy developers or crappy studio, and they could just turn this game to awful goddog shit, man. And so that kind of worries me. But at the same time, you know, we need to be optimistic, and we need to hope that, you know, this game, if they're going to continue supporting it, that it's going to be an awesome game. The sequel, if they do decide to release a sequel, announce a sequel, whatever. But I'm getting way too ahead of myself, so I'm going to leave you guys with that. So yeah, if any of you guys at Evolution Studios are watching this video, I want to say a huge thanks to you guys. Thank you for this awesome game that you guys delivered. This is honestly the best looking game of this current generation, without a doubt, man. No, if you compare it to any other game, it won't hold a candle to it. That's just my opinion, though. And so with that being said, I can't say goodbye to DriveClub, because like I said, I feel like, you know, it's still going to continue, and I hope for the best for DriveClub for the future. And so yeah, if you guys did manage to get to the end of this video, thank you guys so much. Make sure to leave a like on the video, dislike it if you dislike this video. Let me know your thoughts on this, what you guys think is going to happen to the studio. What are you guys' thoughts on the whole, you know, situation of Sony closing down the studio? But yeah, also remember to subscribe if you did enjoy the content. So I hopefully have another video out today. I'm going to have some more time to record more gameplay, because I know I've been lacking this week. So yeah, until then, as always, my name is Louis. Hope you all have a good ass day. Take it easy and peace.
If you need me, love, I'm in the house. Roaming strong, see what the honeys is about.